Hi everyone, I hope you're well. Today we have a lovely low to the ground practice, something that we're probably all in need of, sort of taking time out for ourselves and really enjoying our practice. Today's practice is pretty much entirely seated, so if you want to get a little cushion or a blanket to pop under your hips just to lift them up a little bit so that you can sit up nice and tall. Both hip points or both sit bones on the earth. The hips nice and open and the spine is nice and long. What we don't want to do is end up collapsing. So lift your chest, let the head be above the heart and the heart above the pelvis. And if at any point in the practice it becomes too much for you to do this completely seated, don't be afraid of rearranging yourself or making adaptations to the practice so that maybe you come down to lying, or you can pause the video, take a quick shake off and then come back down to the earth. So again, adapt this practice to your needs today, to how your body feels today, because it's going to be a long time sitting. When you're nice and comfortable, when you've got all the things you need around you, sit up nice and tall, close your eyes, rest the hands gently on the knees, slide the shoulders down, lift the crown, and start to breathe in and out through the nose. Softening the gaze or completely closing the eyes, your choice. But let the lips gently come together. And just letting the breath travel in and out through the nose, just noticing how the breath feels today. And as you settle into today's practice, let the breath gently deepen. And see if you can let the rhythm of this breath match. And what I mean by that is the inhale being the same length as the exhale. Finding places to ease the body, finding places to soften, and then finding places to lift. And just spend a few moments here equalising that breath. Maybe you count the inhale for 4 and then count the exhale for 4. That's a nice count to start with, and that will be a nice count that will take you into Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. So find that rhythm. Now there's no stress or tension here, so if that rhythm doesn't serve you today, find a rhythm that does. And if not, Nadi Shodhana doesn't suit you today, just stay with those really conscious breaths. Now with that, you're just going to turn the left hand over, so the palm is facing up, resting it gently on your knee. The thumb and the forefinger are going to just gently come together in Chin Mudra. And then with that, you're going to take the right hand. The little finger and the ring finger are going to stay extended, so is the thumb, and the middle finger and the forefinger are just going to curl and press into the palm, so Vishnu Mudra. With that, you're going to use the right thumb just to gently close the right nostril. And on your next inhale, you're going to inhale through the left nostril for a count of 4. Gently seal the left nostril, count of 2. And exhale through the right nostril for a count of 4. Lovely. Inhale through the right nostril for 4. Seal for a count of 2. Exhale through the left nostril for a count of 4. Inhale left nostril for a count of 4. Seal for a count of 2. Exhale right nostril, count of 4. Lovely. Now keep the counts going. Inhale right nostril. Seal. Exhale left nostril. Inhale left nostril. Seal. Exhale right nostril. Now keep this rhythm going. This is a lovely count just to ease you into Nadi Shodhana. Something we can work upon. Beautiful, right nostril. Seal. Lovely, keep it going. Now you don't want any stress or tension here. So if your breath is starting to stress, simply leave this practice and exhale through the left nostril. But if you're enjoying this practice, we're going to go for a few more rounds. Keep your attention up at your third eye here in between the brows. Last time, we're going to exhale through the left nostril for a count of 4. Then release your right hand down, open the palms. Breathe in and out through the nose. Observe how you're feeling. And then from there, drop your chin to your chest. On your next inhale, lift up, look towards the sky, not a massive crank in the neck. Exhale, chin to chest. Beautiful, inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. Lovely, realign your head. Take a look over your right shoulder. Gently through centre, take a look over your left shoulder. Lovely, back to the right. And then gently through to the left. From here, realign. Hands are going to come to the shoulders and we're going to make big circles with the elbows here, starting to warm in through the shoulder joint. Use your breath here. Doesn't matter which way you're going. Maybe you can get those elbows to gently kiss together in front of the chest. Lovely, then reverse. Really get into that shoulder joint here. Lovely, then release. Right hand is going to come to the earth, left hand is going to swoop up and over. See if you can open that chest to the sky. Then maybe take that chest, have a look down to the floor. Lovely, open up again, find a little bit of free movement here. Beautiful, down, up and over, look towards the sky. Beautiful, really stretch as you change sides here. Left hand to the earth, right hand up and over. Then find that movement up to the sky, down to the earth. Find a movement here. You're going to feel that in the right back of the body here. Beautiful. Then we're going to go one more time. Big stretch, really open through the fingers. Right hand to the earth, left hand up, and find that movement. Try not to collapse into that right shoulder. Really press the earth away. Big stretch through the left fingers and then take it up and over. Last time. Can you find something a little bit new here? What happens if you really shine the heart up towards the sky and then shine it back down again? Lovely. Deep inhale as you come all the way back through. Let the shoulders release down. Take a moment here. Then we're going to take the legs out wide. So wide for you, not for anyone else. So it's going to look different for everyone. Now sit up nice and tall here. Shoulders down. Hands are going to just rest gently on the thighs. And we're going to start to make a nice circle with the upper body right through to the belly here. So the torso is going to make a nice circle, shining the heart forward. It doesn't matter which way you go, just keep the sit bones on the earth and think cat-cow here. So as you come back round through the back, chin to chest, then as you come forward, chin lifts, heart shines forward. Drawing the navel in. Maybe you start to get a little free here, letting the shoulders come into the movement. Perhaps you pause in places that are a little bit stiff and then continue your journey. Lovely, reverse, using the breath, move with the breath. See if you can sync up the movement and the breath. Lovely, let the heart shine. Lovely, one last time, and then come all the way back to centre. You're going to bring your right heel into the left inner thigh. Keep that left foot nice and energetic, and keep the right foot energetic as well, so lift the toes. Then from here, right hand is going to come to the left thigh, and you're going to take a nice gentle twist. Take a look over that left shoulder, sitting up nice and tall here, so we're not collapsing into the back. The chest is lifting. This is quite a strong position. Beautiful, breathe. And then we're going to come all the way through, left hand to right thigh, right hand shines behind. Again, lift the chest, flex the toes, nice energetic foot here. And then from here, you can take a look over that right shoulder. Beautiful, breathe. Lovely, back to centre. Big inhale, big reach up. And then exhale, fold forward, heart shines. You can release the hands down to the earth, and you might just stay here with the hands on the earth, flexing that foot, that left foot, energetic right foot. And this might be enough for you. What we don't want to do is collapse into the neck just yet. Draw the shoulders back and away. And if you want a little bit more, you can come down to your forearms or to your elbows. Still lifting the crown here, not dropping through the neck just yet, pressing the sit bones into the earth. Deep breath in, then relax through the upper body here. Maybe you get a little bit deeper and walk the hands out a little bit more. Maybe you're choosing to stay a little bit lifted, just releasing through the neck. Coming back to the breath. Lovely, then lift your head. Use your hands to press all the way back up. Come up nice and slowly. Big inhale, big reach up. And then exhale, elbows shine left to right. Heart opens here. Lovely big stretch through the chest, through the armpits, through the biceps. Beautiful, breathe. And then exhale, release. From here, you're going to take that right foot. Hold it in your left hand and then support your right knee with your right hand, and you might stay here, just opening up through the hip joint here, rocking back and forth. Or you might be able to take that right foot into that left elbow crease, right elbow crease holds right knee, and taking a gentle sway here, rock the baby. So whatever feels good. You might get a nice little bum massage here as well. What you don't want to do is start to collapse through the back. You want to lift the whole time. So if you're here and your back is collapsing, just take it back. And you can really work through that hip joint. Don't forget that left foot. Lovely, just a couple more breaths. And then release that right foot back down to that left inner thigh. Just take a little turn here so you're facing more towards that left leg. Big inhale, big reach up. Exhale, soft fold. Now whatever feels good for you here, so it might be here. What you want to do is find that point of comfort, of ease, not that point of full stretch. Beautiful, breathe deep. And this is where you can really use the breath. If you need to bend this knee because it's a bit too much on the back of that left leg, bend that knee, and you can let that torso just come down to the thigh. But really use the breath. Inhale to slightly lift out of this shape. Exhale to fold a little bit more. It's amazing what happens when you use the breath. You might clasp onto the bottom of that left foot or the left big toe. And then you might let the chin just release down. 3 big breaths here. And then use your hands for support as you come all the way back up, but keep that chin tucked. And then release all the way up when you're there. Beautiful. This time right leg goes long. Left foot comes into that right hip crease. Left hand to the right thigh. Right hand swims behind. Sit up nice and tall. Take a look over that right shoulder. Beautiful. Take it back the other way. So right hand onto left thigh. Left hand swims behind. Find that lift through the crown of the head first, and then take a look over that left shoulder. Beautiful. Breathe deep. And this is again where you can use that breath to lift. And then journey on the exhale. Beautiful. On your next exhale, come back to center. Big inhale to reach up. Exhale, cactus arms, elbows left to right. Lift the chest, spread the palms here. Maybe this time you take a look up. Really pressing the sit bones into the earth. Finding that nice long belly. Beautiful. Deep breath in as you reach all the way up. Exhale, release down. From here, take the left foot into that right hand. And this side, it might feel different this side. You might not be able to hook into the elbow. So find something, again, that feels really good. And really use your arms to work into that hip. Feel that glute muscle on the earth. And see if you can find any little knots or any little creaks. Any pop in. Again, remember you're not collapsing through the chest or the back. We're lifting up nice and high. Beautiful. Breathe. Perhaps you get the whole of the body involved this time. And if you're going one way in a circle, make sure that you go the other way. Beautiful. Then from here, release nice and gently. Don't just let it drop down. Left foot down. Turn your hips so you're facing that right leg just a little bit. Big inhale to reach up. Exhale, heart leads. A nice fold. Hands release wherever they need to. Keep that chin lifted for a little bit. Right toes nice and energetic. Shoulders release down. Beautiful. Just breathe here. Using the inhale to come out of this shape ever so slightly, then to exhale and to release into it. And then when you find that spot that says, that is the right place for me, you can release your chin down. 3 big breaths here. And from here, hands to the earth. Use your hands as support to come up. Chin tucked to the very last minute. Come back to that nice seated position just for a couple of rounds of breath. Take your hands to your knees. Sit up nice and tall. Shoulders release down. Notice what's happening in the body here. In these moments of quiet, when you're not concentrating on the movement of the body, just notice if any thoughts pop into your mind. Can you observe those thoughts without giving them too much attention? So the more attention we give a thought, the longer it's going to stay with us. So recognise that thought's popped in. Perhaps it's a to-do list, or the kids are calling for you or something else, observe that thought and then just push it to the side. Find something else to focus on, perhaps your breath, perhaps the rise and fall of the breath, perhaps the sensations in the body. And with that, take a deep breath in. Full exhale. We're going to take the legs nice and long. So staff pose. What we're going to do here is, actually I'm going to turn here so you can see my side body. So sit up nice and tall, flex the toes towards your face here, and we're going to take our hands behind us, fingertips to the top edge of the mat here. Then from here we're going to lift our chest. Think cobra here. So a nice length from deep into the belly to right up to the top of the chest here. Shoulders move backwards, but they're not up by the ears, they move back and down. We lift the chest. We might even take a little glance up to the sky here, really opening up our front body. Flexing the toes, sit bones into the earth. And then we're going to bend one knee, then the other, keeping that lift in the chest. Try not to collapse in the neck here. So the neck is nice and neutral above the spine. And we're going to take a deep breath in, the feet quite wide, about hip point apart. And then as you exhale, let the knees drop over to the left. So again, on the inhale, peeling that right hip crease back, and then on the exhale, finding a release in the legs. Inhale, right hip crease peels back. Exhale, let the legs release. Beautiful, one more time. And just pause here, 2 rounds of breath. Beautiful, all the way back to centre. Take your hands around your shins, drop your chin to your chest, let your shoulders round down here. Again, every exhale, just finding places to soften. Beautiful, slowly roll up, bring your hands back behind you, fingertips facing out. Find that lift in the chest, drawing the shoulders down, sit bones into the earth. Finding that long belly. Deep breath in again. As you exhale, legs drop to the right this time. Lovely. So, inhale, left hip crease peels back. Exhale, knees relax just a little bit more. Beautiful. Inhale, hip crease. Exhale, let the knees relax. Lovely. We're keeping the toes flexed. One more time. Beautiful. And pause here just for a couple of rounds of breath. And then inhale all the way back to centre. Come up off of your hands, a nice strong back here. Soles of the feet are going to come together and the knees are going to drop open wide, cobbler's pose. I'm going to move back to the centre so you can see. So you might want to use your hands here just to bring the ankles back towards your centre, or you might need to take a little bit more room today. So again, this is about you finding the best shape for your body, not for anyone else's. Sit up nice and tall. And from here you're going to take your thumbs and just going to press them into that soft part of your foot. Sitting up nice and tall, just giving the feet a little bit of love. You're going to love what's coming up. Not something I would do in an open class, but as you're in the privacy of your own home, perhaps with children, you can have a bit of fun with this. So we're going to keep the legs where they are. We're just going to lift up the right foot, taking it with our right hand. And you're going to use your left hand and you're going to press each finger into the space in between your toes. Now for some people this is really quite hard, so you're just going to do what you can here. Don't force them down, but just get them right in there so you're spreading the toes. Then you're going to use your right hand to hold your right heel and you're going to start to wring out your feet. So pressing the heel one way, toes the other, as if like you're trying to open like a jar. Lovely. Now for some people this is going to be a lot of pain, so don't let that be it. If it's too much, just come out of it, try it again another day. And then from there, just bend the toes. You use your hand to bend the toes back, so you're really starting to open up through the bottom of the feet. The heel of the hand is rubbing on the bottom of the foot. Beautiful. And then release that foot down. Take your left foot, left hand holds that left heel, right fingertips you can press right in between the toes or wherever you can get to. And again, don't worry if this is hard work, just take what you can today, even if it's just a case of getting one finger in between that big toe, do that, and then start to wring out the feet. Notice the movement of the foot, how much movement it has. Beautiful. Then use the fingers to bend the toes back and forth. The heel of the hand just rubs along the ball of the foot. Lovely. Then release. Cobbler's pose. Sit up nice and tall. Hands can either be at the ankles or interlaced over the toes. Sit up nice and tall, shoulders come down, chest lifts as if you're looking into that pool of water just above your toes, just in front of your toes. Beautiful. Breathe. Can you close your eyes here? Maybe as your body starts to recognise this shape and know that it's been here before, perhaps the elbows start to bend left to right. Maybe you come into a deeper fold, belly drawing towards the feet. Not rounding through, we're still lifting the chest. So just coming to a place of ease rather than stress. And then for 2 breaths, chin to chest. Beautiful. Slowly, slowly rise all the way up. Use your hands to bring your knees together. Take your legs nice and long, toes flexed. Then from here we're going to come into a nice forward fold. So we're all going to start with our knees slightly bent. Press the heels into the floor and we're going to hold behind our knees here. Nice and easy. We're just going to let the tummy come towards the thighs, the chest is lifted, the glance is towards our toes here. And we're just going to settle into this position, and this might be enough for some of you. And if that's the case, you're just going to hang out here. But if some of you are craving a little bit more, feet can walk away just a little bit. Again, we don't want to end up collapsing through the back. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for a nice lengthy spine. And then you can keep walking the feet away until you find your appropriate edge. And if that is all the way down, awesome. If you're still with bent knees, beautiful. You can hold them to the bottom of your feet if you want that little bit more leverage. Lift the chest, take a deep breath in, and then on your exhale, chin to chest. You've got 3 big breaths here. Lovely, then use your hands to walk yourself all the way back up. We're going to come onto our back. So you can push your cushion or your blanket to one side. Legs go nice and long here. Lovely, so just take a couple of rounds of breath. Just notice any points of release or tension in the body. Can you just breathe into those places just to find yourself on the floor? Then from here we're going to bend both knees. Right foot's going to go all the way up to the sky. We're going to find a nice stretch here. I'm not going to guide you into it. I'm just going to let you find it. If that's knee bent and you're just hooking behind the hamstring, or legs straight and you're up at the calf or the ankle or maybe the big toe. If you want, you can straighten that left leg. Flex those right toes down towards the face wherever you are. Last deep breath in, and then as you exhale, draw that knee into the chest. A nice big squeeze, knee to nose. Beautiful. Then from here you're going to release upper body and take that right knee all the way over to the left for a nice supine twist. If that knee doesn't quite reach the earth, you can use your blanket or your cushion for that knee to rest upon. Right arm opens up nice and long here. You can take a look over that right shoulder if you want, or keep the glance up to the sky. Again, using that breath here just to release. Lovely, take that right leg all the way back, a big squeeze into the belly, and the right sole of the foot to the floor. Let that left leg join, and then left sole of the foot up to the sky. Find your stretch here, so whatever that means to you. Flexing the left toes down towards the face. Lovely, then bend that knee, squeeze it into the belly, knee to nose. Let the shoulders relax down here. You can straighten that right leg if you want. Lovely, upper body relaxes down to the earth, left knee all the way up and over to the right side. Arms go nice and wide. Deep breath in as you exhale all the way back to centre. Squeeze that left knee in just for a moment, and then bring the right knee in to join it. Big squeeze, lengthen down the back, lift the tailbone, and then hands are going to come to the knees. Nice big circles with the knees here. One way, then the other way. And then let the feet come down to the earth. Stretch out your legs. Take them to the bottom corners of the mat. And then take your hands all the way up over your head. Full body stretch here. Stay for a couple of breaths. Inching the arms up, inching the feet down. One last deep breath in. And then exhale, release everything down. Take a moment to get completely comfortable. Let the arms become heavy, feet become heavy. And we'll go straight into meditation. When you're ready, find a nice, comfortable position. Try not to force the perfect posture, but make sure that the spine is nice and straight. The chin is ever so slightly tucked, and imagine that you're lifting up through the top of your head. And now soften your gaze or gently close your eyes and take a long, slow inhale through your nose and exhale completely through your mouth. And then take another long, slow inhale through your nose, and this time when you exhale completely, gently part your lips and maybe sigh the breath out. And repeat that just a couple more times. Relaxing through your feet, your ankles, relaxing your knees and your hip joints. Relaxing your pelvis, your abdomen, your lower back. Relaxing your chest, your upper back, your shoulders and neck. And let that relaxation ripple right down to the fingertips. And then relax your face, relax your eyes, relax your brow, and then relax your mind. And now gently bring your lips together and allow your breath to return to normal. Find a place in your abdomen where you feel your breath the most. Focus on breathing right into your belly, and then stay with this sensation for several breaths. Still letting the body be relaxed. And then on your next inhale, imagine the spot in your belly is opening up to pull a rush of air down into the bottom of your lungs. You might feel that this breath is very deep and very satisfying. And then on the next exhale that follows, feel your abdomen squeeze in and push the air out, up through your lungs, your chest, your throat and your nose. Inhale again from the bottom of your belly. And repeat the same exhale. Each breath should be long and slow. Each breath should be deep and powerful. And don't rush, take your time. And stay with this breathing pattern for a couple of minutes here. Really drawing the inhale into the bottom of your belly. And then feeling that squeeze of the tummy as it pushes the air out. Maintain your focus on the sensation of each belly breath. If thoughts arise, acknowledge them without judgment, and then let them pass. Coming back to the focus of the sensation of each belly breath. And it doesn't matter how many times your mind wanders, just come back. Try not to let the body tense around the breath. Keeping that softness and lightness within the rest of the body. And that strong focus on the belly breath. And when you feel ready, slowly allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. And take time with this process, noticing how you feel. Noticing how the breath feels. And take a moment also to consider how simply breathing with more focus and intention can cause significant shifts in how you feel. Namaste.